Oh, hello! Look who I have.
Hey, I finally made it back.
Yeah, I'm not
Well, and
alone.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes.
Happy
Happy New Year.
2025.
Yeah.
We're into a brand new year with
We
all the
are.
hopes and aspirations, and may they
Yeah.
all come true for everybody, please.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but we're still exhausted.
Yes.
It has
Yeah.
been quite the ordeal
Yeah.
in a good way. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been good.
Yeah.
Primarily, I'll tell you, my first year as a mall Santa
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
quite enlightening, entertaining, and certainly exhausting.
Yes. And a few challenges along the
A
way.
couple
Yeah.
challenges,
A
yeah.
few
hmm
challenges. So.
Yes, poor Mary here got walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
And I was down for the count on a few
Yeah,
days and
yeah.
several
We've been,
days.
especially since we got home. It's been,
Oh, and then since
yeah.
between even the cats
I was just gonna
are
say.
sleeping, 20, 22 hours a day, I
Yeah,
think, and
yeah.
we're not far behind
No,
that.
no. So even our cats came home tired.
And
But
we've been taking, I've been taking 2 hour and 2 hour
yeah.
plus naps and everything else.
Yes,
Not
yes.
jumping out of bed early in the morning
No,
and
no.
certainly
Just
falling
trying to.
in early at night.
Yeah.
So just trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
So, but I saw tens of thousands
Yeah.
of
Yes.
kids
Yes.
and
Yes.
adults and had some very fun and unusual
Mhm.
things happen during the mall. All good,
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
really nothing
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah.
God, oh, I got a year's supply of hugs in 2 months.
Yeah, and
Swear to God.
it is interesting, even though, been a Santa for over 20 years. It truly, this year he saw the most adults and kids that he's ever seen in any venue that we've ever been at.
Absolutely.
And so that, and when he says
And
thousands,
over multiple years. I mean,
yeah, that was really true. So,
oh my God, some of the lines.
Oh,
And
yeah.
those poor people. Oh, those poor people. They waited 2.5 hours.
Yeah, still have to do that, I
to come
guess.
and visit with me for a scant few moments.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
boy, I'll tell you, it was humbling from that standpoint.
It was,
I mean,
yeah,
but
yeah.
very gratifying, and got a lot of just absolutely wonderful, heartfelt comments from people,
Yes,
and they
yeah.
enjoyed me as Santa,
Mm-hmm.
and enjoyed what I was doing, and had so many thank yous for what I do and that type of thing, which was really
Yeah,
that's
that's the thing that
always
makes
gratifying.
it worthwhile when you can put, so many smiles and happiness with kids and adults.
hmm
That's what we do. What we do. I mean,
Yep.
basis.
That's why we do it.
That's right.
That's why we do it. Seriously,
Yeah.
Money aside, all the accolades aside, everything. It's
Mhm.
really just
Comes down to
the
that.
interaction of people and finding out there are
Yeah.
many, many, many good people out there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some that just need a little time and a little hug. I had a lot of people that just wanted hugs, just wanted that reassurance that Santa still loved them, and
Yeah.
I was like, boy, that says a lot when you go through something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this is not going to be a long podcast because, as you can still tell, I've got bags under my eyes.
Yeah.
And
we're tired.
and we look like we've just, gotten through a very busy season. And it's going to take us a couple podcasts
Yeah.
to get back
Yes.
into the swing
Yeah.
of things and to talk about
And
some
it's
of
kind of
the-
hard right now also to keep a thread of cohesive thoughts. Not necessarily thoughts. Got a lot of thoughts racing around. We
You
just
have
can't.
cohesive thoughts?
No, I've said
Oh,
we
I
don't
was
have.
gonna say,
I
I
said we
don't
don't-
have any.
We have no cohesive thoughts. So it's kind of rambling kind of thing. So
Like
yeah.
we're doing right here.
Yeah.
So,
That's
which,
right.
by the way, as you can tell, we're obviously comfortable.
Yes.
I'm even gonna stand up and we're in our Christmas Eve journey shirts. Excuse me. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is
From our book.
from our book that
Yes.
Mary illustrated. That's
Yeah.
her illustration
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm sure you. By now, those of you, especially our subscribers and followers, which
Yeah.
if you're not one, please join
Subscribe.
us.
Yeah.
Please
yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, it helps us and leave a comment. We love hearing comment, and not to mention YouTube loves to see comments.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they do.
by all
they,
means,
they reward us. For,
if you wouldn't
know,
mind
yeah.
just saying hello and Happy New Year, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
And we do answer.
Yep.
So, we try and do that.
But I was going to say, going back to this sweatshirt, this is the one from the Christmas Eve Journey, which last year we put out the book.
Yes.
So if you're interested in what the Christmas Eve Journey is, by all means, check out our older.
I think it was last December.
December, we did it for
December
Christmas
23.
Eve.
19, yeah,
Yes,
23.
we did it as a Christmas
So,
Eve
yeah.
gift.
Mhm.
So to everybody
Yeah,
and all.
yeah.
That's when we had first hit our 4,000 subscribers
Yes,
that we were so
yes,
thrilled about.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
by all means, and so thank you for staying on the journey with us and for continuing to watch us and to visit with us. And we said we love to hear from you guys.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
by all means, let us know what you're thinking. But differences between a mall and all the other Santa stuff that I've done, night and day.
Yeah.
It
and,
really is.
Yeah.
It really was. It was
And-
more so than I expected.
Yeah.
Obviously I knew what a mall Santa was. I've talked to many, many mall Santas over the years.
But I think this really was one of those things that until you did it,
Until you experience
really
it,
have that.
you really don't realize what all the
it
things.
was.
And of course, I had all kinds of interesting, which I cannot get into because of the employer that hired me. But let's just say there were some changes and some things happened that all of a sudden the hours got all switched around and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So we had a lot of interesting challenges that most mall Santas wouldn't see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but, and we may get into that deeper in. But what it did inspire me to do, and one of the things that Mary came up with, again, as usual, is I'm going to write a new book.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's one of our major, in fact, it is the major 2025 project.
I'm going to start this the first quarter, hopefully
Yeah.
be done by the second quarter. But I am going to write a book on how to be Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And all the things I have learned through all my vast experiences and all the different things that I have, entertained people or portrayed Santa in different circumstances, whether it's commercials, now a mall, whether schools, whether just well,
kind of
if you've followed us at all, you know we do a lot of different
Yes,
things, and
yes.
I have done
Yes.
a lot of different things
So
personally.
it's going to be, I think, a wonderful how-to book for anybody that's contemplating being a Santa or maybe just starting in to be Santa. So
And whether you're thinking about just doing it in your community or for your church or for your neighborhood, or whether you're looking to go into commercial work, or whether you're looking to become a mall Santa,
it's
I'll
going to
give
be
you
all
tips.
inclusive.
Yeah, I'm going to include everything you need to know and how you need to do it,
Yeah.
and what kind of things you need to prepare as a Santa.
Yeah.
Because being a Santa is more than just showing up on a set or showing up for a photo shoot. there's a lot more
Well, and
to
I
it
think
that you
you've
need
seen that
to.
through the different, experiences that we've shared. That we couldn't do. Honestly, we couldn't do a podcast
No.
like this if it was just so cut and dried.
Yeah, and if it was the same thing and the same event year after year, time
we
after
came,
time.
we
Yeah.
saw, took pictures, we left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a whole lot more than that. So that's, yeah.
And to that event, I want any questions you may have as an audience. If you're contemplating this or if you're wondering anything, ask me some questions.
Or if you know of somebody, maybe in your family or a friend or something that again is thinking, contemplating, or maybe,
or have said, I always wanted to be Santa Claus.
Or again, maybe a brand new Santa that is still not really understanding some
and
of
doesn't know how to go about it. What's the first steps you take? How do you do this? Because obviously you just don't wake up one morning fully bearded, white hair, and go out on the street.
No.
So there's a lot of things that, even if you are like this, there's a lot of things in preparation you have to do before you ever decide to go into that endeavor. So, and I'm going to relay all that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
More in detail later, yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, we just wanted to wish everybody a very blessed and happy New Year.
Yes.
And really hope that everybody made it through the holidays and had a wonderful time at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, and a wonderful Christmas.
And a happy Happy New Year. Happy Fourth. I'm not there yet.
See, I told you we're tired.
Yes. Hello.
Thoughts.
But anyway, and we certainly didn't want to miss our 10th and 24th for our podcast because you guys come to find us and we want to make sure we're there for you.
Yes.
So by all means.
And again, thank you as always for joining us. Thank you for being part of our journey, and we hope you will continue this year and hopefully we'll have again a lot of new and some great experiences.
You can count on it. There's still several things that we haven't touched base on yet, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And, again, going back to our past experiences as well as our current and future experiences.
Yes, absolutely.
So, anyway.
Well, thanks again for joining us. And as Joe said, remember we do it on the 10th and the 24th. So we hope you'll see us next time.
And subscribe, please.
And subscribe.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.